This face right here is the face of a man that has no soul. He's just purely evil. To drive through what he did, Bourbon Street, and hit people with vehicles, a lot of people lost their life. A lot of people were injured. Some people sent me some videos on like social media like, oh, yo, look at this. I opened it, saw how crazy it was, and closed my phone right away. Like, I don't really need this in my head right now to start the year off. And how graphic the scenes were. If you guys want to see that, you're not going to see that on this channel. Go look it up on social media. But what he did was gross. Rest in peace to everyone affected. I saw one man sent Happy New Year's to his family. Just had a 1-year-old, left behind an 11-year-old with that 1-year-old, and just trying to, step out. We went out for New Year's. We went to Miami. We were out in Miami turning up. My girl, her friend, like, we had a great night. No one's going out looking for problems. No one's going out hoping to lose their life. Like, you get me? That's not even a thought in your head. You're just going out, yo, I'm trying to turn up today, have a great time. It's New Year's. We going crazy today. We getting smacked. We getting drunk. And a lot of people are drinking. So to deal with something like this while being lit, I can't even imagine that. I can't even imagine that. I hope there's a hot place for this dude in hell. They said that they found a terrorist flag in the car as well. When they stopped the car, he started shooting. When he stopped the car, jumped out and started shooting everyone, and he lost his life. They found a flag in the car that belongs to a terrorist group. All to find out that this crazy dude did YouTube as well. He was a YouTuber and he was pushing himself as a real estate agent in the Houston area. For those that don't know who this is or what he did, we'll look up some news clips right after this, but I want to show you guys this just to show you how some people live a regular life, but you never know what they did behind that Mega Man forehead. Like, he got a head of a villain. He got a head of knowledge. He got a head of steel. He's the head of the class. Hammerhead. Head shark. Like, oh my God, he just looks like he's angry at life. And he was a U.S. military soldier. He was a U.S. military soldier as well. The story gets worse and worse the more information we continue to find. Sub up to the channel, guys. Don't forget, we're doing a giveaway at 10,000 subscribers. And I hope no one ever in their existence that ever has thoughts like this even joins, even subscribes, even follows me in anywhere. Stay far, 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 far away. You people that be writing hit lists and all that weird stuff in your house, stay far, far away from me, please. I don't need that energy. This is disgusting to see, and knowing what he did to a lot of young people. I seen a girl that was petting a horse, and they said she lost her life as well. That was one of the last footages they had of her before she lost her life. Just broke my heart, bro, because I'm always outside. You guys know that we vlog on this channel, always ball hopping, clubbing, going to South Beach, North Beach, Miami, Wynwood, whatever the party's at, events. Travis Scott, Rolling Loud, don't matter, we there. We always try to do VIP, we try to do all that, but you never know where that one person is thinking that's just not as turned up as you or not really living the same life that you're living. My life's all smiles and games, you get me? I love my life. I love my life a lot. But there's dudes today, I seen a meme by Young Scooter, it literally said, be careful going out tonight. There's somebody that didn't eat all day or haven't smoked no bud and he's ready to crash out. Facts. Let's see what this weirdo had to say.
Good evening. I'm Shamsud-Din Jabbar, property manager with Blue Meadow Properties and team lead at the Midas.
Blue Meadows Properties. I hope that's his personal group. You get me? In the Midas group, like, I hope that's his personal group. Because if you work for a company, you bringing bad stigma over there. Now, I see that. I'm trying to buy a house now. I don't want nothing from them. I don't want to do no business with them at all.
Group at Core Realty. I just want to say hello.
Even though it isn't their fault, let me point that out. It isn't their fault. But the fact that I just see his name, his face associated with that in the bottom, I want nothing to do with it.
And let you know a little bit about me. So I'm born and raised in Beaumont, Texas, and now live in Houston. And I've been here all my life, with the exception of traveling for the military, where I spent 10 years as a human resources specialist and IT specialist, where I learned the meaning of great service and what it means to be responsive and take everything seriously, dotting I's and crossing T's to make sure that things go off without a hitch. So I've taken those skills and applied them to my career as a real estate agent, where I feel like what really sets me apart from other agents is my ability to be able to, one, be a fierce negotiator. So not only do I...
Fierce? Definitely.
Brilliantly market your property to make sure it gets sold as quickly as possible or gets leased as quickly as possible. But I'm also going to take every ounce of energy and putting it into negotiating for you and for your property to get the best deal that you can possibly get for it. So once we get to the closing table, all the I's are going to be dotted, all the T's are going to be crossed, everything's going to go off without a hitch, and that is my word that I'm giving to you as your real estate agent. So if that's the type of agent you're looking for, reach out to me. You see my phone number on the page. If not, it's 832-774-9718. Give me a call. And even if you don't want to have me as your agent, call me with any...
Yo, why am I having a thought like, should we call that number and see just what happens when you call it? I want to see what happens when you call it. I ain't even going. Where's my phone at? Where's my phone at? Because now I want to see what happens if you call that number. You gonna have his voicemail or something?
Type of agent you're looking for, reach out to me. You see my phone number on the page. If not, it's 832-774-9718. Give me a call. And even
1978. He's fast. Let me see if I got it right. Hold on.
774-97. You see my phone number on the page. If not, it's 832-7.
I already got it wrong. 832. That's why I don't want to call the wrong person. Like, yo, you're mass murderer? Like, hold on, I want to make sure it's the right person.
774-9718. Give me a call. It's 832-774-9718. Give me a call. And even if you don't want to...
832-774-9718. All right, let's see what's happening.
The service you're attempting to use has been restricted or is unavailable. Please contact customer care for assistance. Message CL401OH65.
That boy's phone is turned off. I'm sure he got 775,000 calls already. Hey, eat a Frank. Like, you just leaving the craziest voice messages. I already believe it. I already know. I kind of had a feeling it was going to be off. I thought we might at most get a voice message, but not even that.
You have me as your agent. Call me with any questions you may have. So even if you're a first-time home buyer or you're an experienced real estate investor and you're just looking for somebody to help you with doing some analysis on some properties that you're looking at, either way, give me a call. I'm glad to help anytime. And I'm looking forward to talking to you.
When did you think it was time to take off the suit? Like, when was it time to take off the suit and crash out? How did he make the transition from this to that? That's what I'm confused about. Where did it flip? The disciplined people. My brother, read the sign behind you. You should have read that before you went outside that night, you nasty little old man. Oh, bro, he sounds educated. He sounds smart, even though he did say the same thing in two different ways. I dot all I's and cross all T's so everything goes without a hitch. Then he tried to flip it on us. To make sure everything goes without a hitch, I dot all I's and cross all T's. Like, brother, you said the same thing again. Your second sentence as the first sentence, you just flipped it. You flipped it. My IQ's high enough to continue to keep up with you. But I'm just saying, why did you go from this man? Was the real estate company not doing that good, I'm assuming? Was the real estate company not doing that good? Also, did you buy a house with this guy or sell your house with this guy? I would feel eerie. I'd rather me sell a house than me buy a house and I'll have that connection to him. Like, now I'm tied to the name and the memories of me walking around this house with this mass murderer. At least maybe if you sold it, it's business, it got out of your mind, you could just not think about it again. You even got rid of the property that was connected to him. But if you bought something off him, I feel like that sits a little bit nastier. For those that haven't seen what the news is speaking about, let's see if there's been any updates as well for what happened in New Orleans. But this guy drove from Texas to New Orleans. Gets me angry, I ain't even gonna lie to you. It gets me so tight.
2-year-old U.S. Army veteran who police say was behind the wheel of that pickup truck. CBS's Jason Allen has been digging into the attacker's past and tracked down his home address in Houston. Jason, what can you tell us?
Major, good evening. We have been watching a SWAT team from the Harris County Sheriff's Office here in Houston. They've taken up a position here just on the edge of a neighborhood. That neighborhood is where one of the most recent addresses is for Shamsud-Din Jabbar. The home they're focused on is down a road. It's about a dozen houses and trailers, a single road blocked off by a gate, all tucked into an industrial zone here on the north side of the city. There was no law enforcement here until several hours ago, and several deputies arrived and then blocked off the road leading to the neighborhood. And at the time, deputies told us they weren't evacuating anyone else here, that there was no danger that they were aware of, but that they were just securing the scene. The CBS News has learned Jabbar was born in Beaumont, Texas. That's about 100 miles east of here. He served in the Army. He was deployed in Afghanistan. And Jabbar graduated from Georgia State University, paying for a computer science degree with the GI Bill. But in recent years, in videos posted online, he described himself as a real estate agent who was living here in the Houston area. As we've been watching SWAT team members, they have been relaxed, cautious, flying drones above the neighborhood at times, but they've set up a pretty sizable command center indicating they could be here well into the evening. Major?
On the scene for us, Jason.
Because they're going to try to investigate everything about his house. They're going to try to investigate everything about his life. Because the main question everyone wants to know is, why did he have that ISIS flag inside the car? Did he start getting attacked? Did he start getting attracted to that lifestyle and everything due to the videos he was watching online? What caused the military man that was a college graduate, even went to college with a GI Bill, to now turn on the own country he loved and served, and to open fire on police officers that day as well that are out there risking their life every single day to protect the community? Now, do we love them? Do we hate them? That's not the topic for this. The topic is they're out there risking their life, and a lot of them put their life on the line when he jumped out that car and started shooting. That's really what this is about. And being a military man and not even think about any of that is just insane to me. Let's see if we can find any footages of people that lost their life, just because I would love to give, my certain rest in peace and to give them their time. Because we don't only want to speak about the ugly man and show his face all over this today. There's also a lot of beautiful souls and a lot of young people that lost their life, man. And it's crazy to even see that this is happening on our country on a day that's supposed to be festive. New Year's, a day that we're supposed to open up our hearts, open up our minds for our new goals and what we want to do new in life. And this is what you got to worry about. Who would have expected such a thing like that?
15 people are dead and several others are injured after what investigators are calling a terror attack in New Orleans. And that's not all. A Cybertruck explosion outside the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas is also being investigated as a possible terror attack on New Year's Day. Good evening, I'm Chris Thomas. We do have a lot to cover tonight, and we start with the tragedy on Bourbon Street in New Orleans. Some of the victims have now been identified after a man drove his truck into a crowd of people.
Yo, was she class of 2024? There's no way she just graduated. Don't tell me that's high school. She looks young as hell. Did she just graduate high school this year? Please tell me that's college or something. Even that is still crazy to me. Got an athlete. This is the man I was talking about right here, Reggie Hunter, that I saw a video on social media saying that he left an 11-year-old behind and a 1-year-old he just had, and he sent his family a text message like minutes before it happened. I was reaching out to my family. We was turning up lit inside of a party going crazy in Miami, but I took the time aside to, text my fam, tell them Happy New Year's real quick. And it's crazy if that's the last memory they have of you. Like, it just breaks my heart because I'm always outside. So I think this is why a lot of stuff like this always hits me personally, because we always outside. This could be any of us.
They range in age from 18 to 37 years old. Take a closer look. We now have pictures of at least 5 of the victims. And keep in mind, we'll learn more about all 15 victims in the coming days. Meanwhile, the FBI says this is the 42-year-old suspect from Texas. He was killed in a gun battle with police, and 2 officers are now in the hospital. Tonight, we have the very latest on the investigation from New Orleans. Take a look.
Tonight, one of America's most vibrant streets is shut down. Instead of festivities, police vehicles and crime tape marked Bourbon Street in New Orleans, where a driver, believed to be 42-year-old Shamsud-Din Jabbar, rammed a pickup truck into a New Year's Day crowd just after 3 a.m. Dozens are injured, and among the dead, 27-year-old Nicole Perez. Her friend tells ABC News Nicole leaves behind a 4-year-old son. Federal officials say Din Jabbar is a U.S.-born citizen from Texas and an Army veteran who worked at the accounting and consulting firm Deloitte.
The FBI also reported to me that mere hours before the attack, he posted videos on social media indicating that he was inspired by ISIS, expressing a desire to kill.
The driver drove 3 blocks before crashing, then got out and fired at police with an assault rifle, according to officials. They add 2 officers were hurt before police shot and killed the suspect. Witnesses described the scene as gruesome.
What we saw was insanity. I mean, something out of a movie. The graphic nature of it, and it was unbelievable.
Investigators say they found an ISIS flag, weapons, and improvised...
Is that the flag? I thought that was like a jacket, but that would make sense more for it to be a flag. Is that the flag that they're speaking about right there tied up?
Explosive devices inside the truck. They're now working to determine whether he had any affiliations with terrorist organizations. We do not believe...
The man's got a flag and brought out something like this? Like, I'm assuming he was. I'm just saying the word assuming, but I'm assuming there's something to it.
That Jabbar was solely responsible. We are aggressively running down every lead, including those of his known associates.
Officials also questioned about whether barricades were up along Bourbon Street. Tonight's Sugar Bowl game between Notre Dame and Georgia will now be played tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, New Orleans.
Yo, this ain't even a video for me to violate this dude's hairline. But who's his barber? Who's his barber? Who's his barber? Oh, man, why he got a helmet on? He like he's trying to block his thoughts from Professor X. Like, he got a little shield on his forehead. Like, that don't even look like a real haircut. No cap. It don't even look real to me right now. I don't know if this was placed here to lighten up the mood or something, but why? Why at a moment like this do I gotta look at this beanhead? It looked like they put a big toenail on his forehead and cut around it. Like, why does his haircut look like this? This is absurd. None of his brothers, none of his sisters told him, now you look like a nut. He gotta have a white wife. There's no way in the world that his wife's not white. Because anybody else, you come home to this. My girl be noticing my barber messes up a little. Yo, why he do that for you right there? Next time, tell him, why he do that? You can't see the back of your neck, but right there. You come home with this? I'ma cry. I'ma go to my room and slam the door. Cause my dog gonna roast me. This is absurd. This is the crime. He should be charged too. He should be charged with even trying to be funny at a moment like this. Subscribe to the channel, comment down below. It's disgusting what we saw happen in New Orleans. This man's hairline's disgusting. There's just so much nasty stuff going on in this video. I want to end it here. Sub up. We're on that road to 10,000 subscribers. More information will be released, and they're going to continue investigating and try to see what's the connection with the shooter and ISIS. What's the connection with the shooter and different terrorist groups? Because he might have just, how about if his group's the opposite as ISIS, so he brings a flag of ISIS to throw the attention on them or something. He's really with another crew. We don't know yet until the FBI does a thorough investigation. I want to know what made this man go rogue. And he was a skilled man because he was trained by our U.S. military. Is why he was able to jump out with an assault rifle and injure 2 police officers before losing his life and hurting so many other people and taking so many lives. A man that was obviously educated. He grew up from Georgia, computer science degree. Physically, I'm guessing athletic. He looked like a little small fat man, but I'm assuming he was a little bit physically athletic, that he was in the military and all that. Can shoot, smart, military background. What makes you crash out? Real estate agent, you had a business going on, your office even looked nice. So what made a person like that want to crash out? Please subscribe to the channel and let me know your thoughts down below about all this. All I can say is rest in peace to everyone that lost their life. Rest in peace. And the ones that are mentally affected and will never come back from this again, rest in peace.
Idea of getting his family together for a celebration, which would...
I continue watching a little bit more because I'm not going to lie to you after we ended the video, and I'm like, nah, this is wild. I got to start the video again just to add this little piece in here. But this is a picture of him actually in the U.S. military. How does he crash out? I don't even know what that patch means. If we got any military people here, does that patch mean anything, or is that just part of everyone's uniform, or is that like a certain ranking? Let me know down below. But it breaks my heart. You fought for all our freedom, for our rights, to then come and take it from so many people that you did that day, and pausing to take it.
Central Texas College in 2010, and he received a bachelor's degree from Georgia State University in 2017. Georgia State does confirm that he did attend there and did graduate. And
it's crazy because when I heard this thing, everybody's like, yo, have you seen how he looks? And in my head, I'm like, I haven't, but I'm pretty sure I already know how he looks. Let me tell you that I was 180% wrong. 180% wrong. Because if you told me Jabbar, this little Goomba lookalike, like, I don't know, he looks like a weird, like, Mario Goomba with Don Q, like if they had a kid in another universe. It's just not what I was expecting to see. Subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Please let me know your thoughts.